Live coffee with the Rainbow Grannies. Hey, good morning, everybody. Coffee with the Rainbow Grannies on Sunday morning. Oh, we're just coming off of TikTok live, and we do 8 o'clock in the morning on Saturday to Sunday.
Boy, I'm sorry. That's a way to start it out, huh?
Yeah, it is. That's a good. That's what happens when you're granny age. Hey, so we do Saturday and Sunday. Hey, Fuzzy Bear. Hey, Baron. Okay, it is great. Hey, Lloyd. Good morning again. We come on YouTube live 9 o'clock in the morning, Saturday and Sundays Eastern time, and while folks are coming over from TikTok and while other folks are finding us on YouTube. Hey, Nicole. I thought I would start out with the book report of the day. This is Elizabeth Bishop poetry, and some of you might remember Elizabeth Bishop from high school days. So it's one of the older poets, and you'd think, well, we get kind of humdrum about old people, old poetry from a long time ago. Which one is Edie? She'll be here. Don't worry. And she's setting up the TikTok camera to let people know to come over here. Elizabeth Bishop, the complete poems, 1927 to 1979. She was gay, she was lesbian, and she was pretty much closeted. And somebody found an unpublished poem of hers, which when I start reading it, you'll see why it was unpublished. I mean, being writing her stuff back in the 1920s, you can understand. So here's some poetry. Elizabeth Bishop. It is marvelous to wake up together. At the same minute, marvelous to hear the rain begin suddenly all over the roof, to feel the air clear as if electricity had passed through it from a black mesh of wires in the sky. All over the roof, the rain hisses, and below, the light falling of kisses. An electrical storm is coming or moving away. It is the prickling air that wakes us up. If lightning struck the house now, it would run from the four blue china balls on top, down the roof, and down the rods all around us. And we imagine dreamily how the whole house caught in a birdcage of lightning would be quite delightful rather than frightening. And from the same simplified point of view of night and lying flat on one's back, all things might change equally easily, since always to warn us there must be these black electrical wires dangling. Without surprise, the world might change to something quite different. As the air changes, or the lightning comes without our blinking, change as our kisses are changing without our thinking. Here we go. That's a beautiful poem by Elizabeth Bishop. If you're interested and want to find more of her poetry, I'll put this book down. I'll put a link for the book in the comments there later on.
Hey, I'm back and I'm breathing. I know that's a terrible way to start out the morning. Come on to YouTube and have me hacking up a lung and everything like that. All I have is like some severe sinus stuff that just causes a horrible draining. So I thank you everybody for hanging in there and not being like, ooh, because that's the way I feel. It's just like, oh my God, would she please, I mean, but thank you anyway.
So, hey, Nicole. Hey, Constantine. Hey, Baron and Lori and Wesley and Chrissy and Fuzzy Bear. And let's see it. Who else haven't I called out yet here? Let's see. Let's see. And Lori and Nicole. Hey, everybody. Hey, let's do a thumbs up. If you can do a thumbs up to help get the algorithm to push it out there that we're on live.
Yep.
We got a couple nice things to do today.
Yes, we do.
Yes,
we were
do.
excited. For one, we're going to talk just a little bit because we were on TikTok for a whole hour before we come here. We're going to talk a little bit about the party.
Oh, Amber's here. Okay.
All right, Amber. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Yes, and so Amber, this is all recorded, so you'll be able to go back and watch it over and over and over again. Anyway, we went to that party last night, and that lady was 80 years old. It was the coolest 80-year-old birthday party you could possibly imagine. This woman had a DJ. The food was catered in from like a Jamaican or whatever. I don't know if it was catered or friends of hers. It looked like friends of hers, but boy, they put it together. It was very nice warming chafing dishes. The fruit was fantastic. The cake was fantastic. The decorations was fantastic. Oh my goodness. But of course, I got to tell you, one of the highlights of the evening was when we was sitting there and they wanted us all to line up to take a picture, a big old group picture. And we're sitting, and this lady wanted me to sit down beside her, right? And we're joking, laughing. And all of a sudden, the flower arrangement touched a candle and commenced to start on fire right there. And that woman swooped over. She grabbed that flower arrangement off the table, throwed it down on the floor, and just started
Stomped it.
stomping on it and stomping on it. And I'm sitting there like, oh my God. I'm like, oh yeah, it was pretty good. And I mean, the flowers started shooting out in the little container that was in, crushed, and she stomped on the fire. She had to be 70 or so herself. She stomped on the fire, and then she just sat back down in her chair and said, "Okay, smile, cheese." She like took control of the whole situation. I mean,
And stop the bad situation from
because the
happening.
rest of us was all just sitting there in amazement, like, wow, those flowers were on fire.
And whose birthday? It was a friend of ours' birthday.
Yeah, Miss
Yeah.
Norma. It was Miss Norma's 80th birthday party, and it was lit.
Hey, Elmira, you're here, and Diana's here.
Hey, Elmira, how
Let's
you
do that
doing?
first. Want to do this one first
You
with
can.
Elmira? Yeah. When you give the
Well,
introduction.
Elmira was sweet enough the other day to let me know. I told you guys, I think yesterday, to let me know that they were giving away mums free at this free store in Braddock, Pennsylvania. And so I went down there and met with her, and we got the mums. They were absolutely beautiful. Elmira, that was such a wonderful thing for you to do, to reach out there and let me know. But she also gave me a poem while we were down there. One, a copy for Judy, a copy for me, so that this is one of her favorite poems that she thought that it would be really nice if we had. So Judy's going to read this poem for us, and I just want to tell you, Elmira, I thought about you yesterday when I went out to breakfast too. Because you know what I had to buy, right? Went to Bob Evans. And you know what I had to buy? I had to buy banana bread. I had to buy me a big thing of banana bread. And they was all out front too. I had to ask. And they went back in the back and got me a piece. Because I thought, that Almira, she makes some real nice looking banana bread. I mean, if she want me to swing up there.
You see how sad Edie looks? You see how sad? Look at that sad look.
Yeah, but anyway, it was all right. But
hey, I want to give a shout out to the Greens Family Channel. Good morning. And to Sandra, good morning.
Thank you very much. Thanks everybody that's with us. And here goes Judy reading the poem.
This is what the poem looks like. This was really pretty. Okay, the circles of women around us weave invisible nets of love that carry us when we're weak and sing with us when we're strong.
Thank you. So
like
when I first read the poem, it made me think of like all those many times that we went to the women's festival, and you get that feeling of being together. Like there's something that happens when you get like a group of women together like that, and they're all just harmony that goes on.
Yeah.
It feels so good to be able to just join. You just join. Your hearts join. You join. We're like an understanding there. I mean, even if there happens to be children there's nothing like having like 10 moms after one kid. It's like nobody's going to let them fall down and hurt themselves. Right. Or if they do, everybody's going to be there to throw a Band-Aid on it. It's okay. So it's just a beautiful poem. Thank you so much. Amber and Wesley, right?
Yep.
Amber, you there?
Yeah, Amber was here.
Yeah,
you're still here, right?
Elmira, I can't wait to try because I know her banana bread is going to put Bob Evans's to shame, because hers is made with love, right up there on the hillside, probably from real bananas. Because Bob Evans probably don't even use real bananas. Yeah, they probably don't even use real bananas in that.
Look, you're gonna have to bring it here. Everybody wants some.
Yeah, maybe you ought to open up one of them channels on TikTok. Everybody's on there selling everything. She'd be selling and shipping out banana bread. Next thing you know, hey, when you hit it big and you become the queen of the banana breads, you remember. You heard it here first.
And when you want to try the different recipes, Edie will be your taster.
I
She'll be
sure
like,
will. I'll do it.
yeah,
I'll do it.
yeah.
Matter of fact, if you're talking a local delivery service, I'll do that too. I'll do that for you. Yeah, real
Yes, real
banana. I know
banana.
that's real banana.
And Amber saying, I'm here, Edie.
Amber, Amber sent me a birthday card. I wish you were here, Amber, so I could hear you sing. Amber sent me a birthday card, and it's so sweet of you. We went down to the post office yesterday because we use a post office in a neighboring community. Aw, it's got happy birthday with big pink flowers on it. It says celebrating someone today who's amazing all year. And then it says
Oh,
happy birthday, Edie. Enjoy your birthday. Amber Hotree TikTok. Aw, thank you
nice.
so much, Amber. That's so sweet of you.
We'll put that up on the shelf so Edie can see it all
That's
week
right.
long.
So,
Wesley here.
is Wesley here?
You know, this is so
Thank
fantastic. I
you.
just can't tell you how much it warms our hearts when we get mail like
She
this.
she
This
actually
is
got me like
beautiful.
a little misty yesterday too because when we first started doing this, there was a
Yeah.
lot of people that sent us like a lot of really neat things. Like a lot of people sent us T-shirts and
Catnip toys for the cats, all
yes,
rainbow
all
stuff.
kind of stuff,
Yeah.
mugs and everything. And we were just so over the top, couldn't believe that people were sending us stuff that we weren't thoughtful enough. And I'm gonna break it down just for you, just like it is, because we ain't playing. We're grown ups here. We weren't thoughtful enough to keep the envelopes and the addresses of all those nice people. So we
Mhm.
were unable to return like a card or a thank you or anything like that. So it's just like if you're out there and you're listening to us, I want to let you know I'm really sorry that we didn't keep your envelope and everything. I thank you so much. I mean, we got stickers and
Mhm.
buttons and all that stuff from
Yeah.
people that, it was just like so nice of them and everything. So, anyway, thank you. And Wesley, woohoo!
We waited till Sunday,
Oh, we
Wesley,
did.
because we
We
knew you
waited.
were working on
Yeah, we
Saturday.
did. It was hard too last night. I wanted to open up both of these. I was just like, Amber sent us a card and Wesley sent us a card. And I wanted Wesley. Ooh, it says, Happy birthday wishes for you. Aw. Let's see. Here, grab all that money that fell out of it. It says, Happy birthday. I'm so glad I started following you. A yo a
Y'all
million
on TikTok.
y'all. Oh, yeah, okay, y'all on TikTok. I really enjoy your lives. I wish I could watch on Saturdays. I hope your birthday is everything you wish for. Love, Wesley. Oh, and it says happy birthday, Edie. And then it says, hope everything about your birthday makes a kind of day you love. It does. Here, pick up all that money that fell out. I'll get the money in a minute. No problem. Thank you, Wesley. Thank you. Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday to
to
ya.
me. Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to ya.
me. Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
Hey, thank you guys. Thank you all. Even just the typing in the chat there when when you say, oh, we have to say what we're laughing at because what
Yeah.
happens when we record these, we see all your chat lines, but it doesn't keep them. So other people, only thing they know is what we're actually talking. So Wesley just was talking about how much money he put in that card. So good morning. Sorry I arrived late. Hey Donna, thank you very much for arriving. Are you all adopting grandkids? Well, it depends on if they're bringing rakes. We have rakes in the garage. Like if the leaves are starting to fall from the trees, and I can't think of anything better for somebody that wanted to truly, truly be our grandchild would be come over here with the rake and show us that you really, really love your grandmas.
Because once you rake up the leaves into a pile, you get to jump in them.
But you don't even have to jump in them. You can put them all in a big old garbage bag and drag them down there to the driveway, right? That'll
Yeah.
work.
See, you got two grandmas, right?
And
One that
then,
will say, put them in the garbage bag, and the other one said, let's go jump in them.
but I'm gonna cook. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
Ada
cook.
cook.
So later on this afternoon,
And
we
you
are
can do the
gonna.
dishes when she's done.
Oh, that
That's
would be
good. We
real
got some dishes
nice.
in there that needs to
Yeah,
be
that'd be
washed.
real nice. Real nice. So,
We love grandkids. We love grandkids.
oh
Yes.
yeah. So you know what else we want to talk about, Elmira? I don't know if you are familiar with a lady named Miss Norma. Well, anyway, Miss Norma had a birthday last night, and we went to her birthday party, and it was lit.
It was lit.
It was lit.
That party was
Not
lit.
only did the flower arrangement catch on fire, but it was a nice party. The food was she's originally Jamaican, and so the food was Jamaican. I mean, I don't like
Jerk
jerk chicken and
chicken, curry goat,
I'm
yeah,
not one for all that too spicy.
with
But that
coconut
that
rice
coconut rice was
and
real
the
good.
cabbage. The cabbage, what all it had in
It
it?
was
Because
a
they
little
had
spicy too, but it was real
it was
good.
really good.
It
And
was
I'm
real
trying to
good. Did
remember
you bring
what
us
all
some
was in it.
cabbage,
Oh
honey?
yeah, I did. Because I
So
want to
Miss
see what all they
Norma,
mixed in it.
because she's a grown woman, and she ain't no baby, she 80, but she's a grown woman. She knew to make sure that there was containers for when her party was over. Any food that was left, they encouraged you to box yourself up some food and take it home so that tomorrow when you're watching a football game you can heat up some curry
Hmm.
chicken and some rice and all the goodies. And I mean,
Yeah.
life is good. So we got ourselves a little box in there.
Oh, Wesley's saying I haven't had curry goat since Florida.
Yeah, it was spicy.
He
I
also
I
mentioned Bob Evans.
I would I would have liked the goat if it didn't have all that spicy on it.
Yeah.
The meat was good. The meat
Mm-hmm.
texture and everything, it
Mm-hmm.
was more like a beef. It reminded me of a beef,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
Oh yeah, and he had that beef pocket thing. What was
Oh
that?
yeah.
Yeah.
It was some kind of little thing like this and it was flat and it had beef in the middle of it. I ate
Hmm.
two of them. When I went to that party, I was hungry. When I hit around that corner and I saw that real nice table with the appetizers on it, I was like, "Oh my goodness!" They knew I was coming, and then they fixed the fruit in
Hmm.
that simple
Simple,
sweet and
simple
with some.
syrup and ginger.
Oh yeah.
Really tasty.
Oh man, is that a neat thing to know? I mean, I met a lady there that had to do with the cooking, and she was just over the top that she couldn't believe. Can you make sure we get some more thumbs up in there? She couldn't believe that I was just so amazed with the food. But I went there analyzing. I went there with it in my mind, thinking I want to taste each and everything they have because I mean, with Miss Norma being from Jamaica
Mm-hmm.
originally, I just knew it was going to be good. And
Mm-hmm.
anybody that's 80 years old that spends that kind of money, I mean, I think her friends did it, but I don't know. I mean, to have a rent a hall, have a DJ,
Uh-huh.
beautiful table arrangements and everything like that, and then gift bags.
And a
Did
gift
we
bag.
mention
That's
gift
the
bags? Gift
we
bags.
didn't open those yet either. We wanted to open them here on YouTube with everybody.
Yes, yes, we wanted to
Uh-huh.
make sure. So what we need to do is we need to pull them thumbs up to at least 15 thumbs up.
Yeah, and what we're talking about is to click the like button. That's what we're talking about, to click the like button. And we were told that if you minimize chat, then you can click the like button. And what that does is also help push the algorithm out so folks know that we're here. So my aunt is Jamaican and the food, oh my God, so much flavor.
Yeah, yeah, it was really good. I mean, let's see. Let's
And you're
see.
talking about how to deal with teenage girls that's feeling like they're going into depression.
Ooh,
Ooh.
well,
Well, one thing is to,
wait, one
yeah,
thing we can say is we are not counselors.
right.
We're not.
We're not therapists. And that's what I was saying, going to say is, definitely find a therapist who, and if you are LGBT, find a therapist who specializes in that.
Right. But what we
And
do say is
yeah,
we have, what is it, 120 years
years
of
experience
experience,
between
and
us.
we
Yeah,
also have raised several teenagers, and it can be rough.
including teenage girls.
And them teenage girls, boy, you talk about her depressed. She can make you
Yeah,
depressed if she wear you down far enough.
yeah.
We don't know, of course, what the issues are, with your teenage daughter. There's a lot of people here that will gladly type into the chat there and see if they can help you, because they have kids and
Hmm.
dealt with things too. So we're all
Right.
here as a community to help each other.
Yeah, and I do want to say one thing that my mom did that I appreciated later in life. I didn't realize she was doing it. My sister and I, when we were both teenagers, at the end of the day, my mom would go in bed and she was ready to read a book, and that's when my sister and I would go in there, and we would talk with her about all the stuff that had been going through our days, all the hardships, all the worries we had, all of that,
But
and
see,
she
that's
just
something
sat
that
there and listened,
Well, yeah, but
and
see, that's
what's
something you
the
build up
deal?
throughout the time too.
Hmm.
You have to build up a relationship
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
really care for spicy food neither. That's why I like that coconut rice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you build
Made
up,
all
so
flavor.
work on your relationship with them. We don't know what your issue
What the
is,
issue is, and we
you
are not
know.
therapists, and so
No,
we do want to say always finding a therapist who
right.
is going to be helpful. Sometimes you got to
Don't
shop
let them
around for the
drag you
right
down
one.
though. Them teenage
Mm-mm.
girls can be rough. Don't let them drag you down. Keep smiling. Keep her busy. I'm gonna tell you the truth too. I believe in that. Keep her busy. I'm not saying work her like you bought her, but I'm just saying if you keep them busy, that remember what Grandma used to say: an idle mind is the devil's workshop. So if you keep them busy, then you don't have to worry about so
Hmm.
much of what's going on out there, and what's happening and all that kind
Hmm.
of stuff, because and also make sure that you guys are developing a good relationship. Make sure you and her are doing things that you enjoy doing together. And guess what? Even if some of the stuff isn't the thing that you love, suck it up, mom. Go to that concert and dance in the aisle, because she's going to remember that, and so will you.
Right. And suck it up, Dad. Spend time. Spend
Yep.
good, positive
Suck it
time
up.
together.
Because you know what else? A few years from now, you won't have to. You know? So if you do it right now and you do it nice, then it'll all be good. It'll all be good. Make sure you develop a really good relationship with them so you'll have them.
And it's never too late to start if you don't feel like it's there already.
And Wesley,
Yeah.
I know
Idle
what you're
hands are the
thinking.
devil's
I know what
workshop.
you're thinking when you're talking about the idle hands. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about, maybe do the dishes together. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying
Hmm.
get your butt in there and do them dishes. I'm saying you go in there and you wash and she dry. And while you're doing that, you have your
You
opportunity
have
to
your
talk
conversation.
talk about
Right.
whatever's bothering her or what's on her mind.
Right.
Make sure that maybe you can do a little bit of shopping together and stuff. Of course we all have budgets right
Hmm.
now. We got to kind of watch that or whatever. But that way you get to kind of keep
Hmm.
an eye on what she is buying and shopping and
And what is
wearing and
going
all
on with her
that.
life? And
Right.
depression is real. So we want to just
Yes, it
know
is.
depression is real, and getting professional help to deal with depression
Yeah.
is the real thing
Oh
to do.
yeah. I
It's the
mean,
real
I
thing to
don't
do.
know honestly. I mean, because I suffer with it myself here and there, but I don't know honestly. I couldn't tell you if there's not one person that hasn't experienced some type of depression. Of
Hmm.
course, there's from one span to another.
Hmm.
I mean, some people are just sad because they're sad, or because I don't know something's not on
Yeah, but
TV. But
definitely
some
sad and
people are
depression
sad,
are different
don't
things.
know what they're
Yeah.
sad about.
Hmm.
And so you could sit there and ask your daughter, what's going on, honey? She may not know.
Hmm.
It could be hormonal.
Hmm.
These are things that.
Depression. That's why I love emotional support animals.
Right,
Yeah. And I helped raise my niece, and she's a beautiful young woman.
right.
Yeah.
So, but you work
Yeah.
on these things. You have to work
Hmm.
on them, you know, um, and you have to respect them and they respect you. I see some people allow their children to disrespect them in the way they talk and approach them. And I'm not
And
saying you got to be hardcore or nothing like that, but I'm just saying we just don't tolerate that. I mean,
besides needing respect ourselves, our children need to have adults that they can rely on and lean on and respect. And so when they see that you're that person,
right, right. And they can
then they're
count
going,
on you and they know that,
mm-hmm,
and boundaries. It's real important. I mean, you would think
yeah,
they don't want any boundaries because I'll stay out as late as I want to. Oh, no, you won't. Oh, no, you won't.
yeah.
You know?
So we got packages to open.
Yes. Yes, because we're all excited. Let's read and see what, let's see. Wesley said he raised his niece and she's a
Yeah.
beautiful young woman. Sandra said, my almost 13-year-old went shopping with her big brother the other day and bought her
First,
first little black dress and
that
form
is,
fitting and a little sweater that shows her midriff just a little bit. Well,
yeah, and then over here it continued and accentuates the newly grown. Oh,
well, you know what, too?
yeah.
We got to
Inside my head,
remember
I was
pick
having
your
heart attacks,
battles.
and on the outside, I played it cool.
Pick your battles.
Hmm.
You know, you got to like weigh it out compared to how it could be or how it is or how
Hmm.
bad does the dress really look. 13 is a bit much for her belly out. But I
Mhm.
think they all wear them like that now. So if she dressed up like Sister Mary, people might think something's wrong.
Oh,
You don't want her to be too off.
yeah, and all the girls in your life, it doesn't have to be your daughter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
let's grab these.
communication is the most important. And listening is really, really important. So here
So
we go.
wait. So
Ooh.
last night when we were at Miss Norma's birthday party, because she had a kicking party. She had the best 80th birthday party I ever been to in my life. Right? It was. I mean, it was.
Oh yeah.
I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
I've only attended probably a couple 80-year-old
Mm-hmm.
birthdays, and they usually involve cake and go home.
Oh, I'm trying to think.
They have
Well,
dinner,
I
have a
don't
little
know.
piece of cake, and go home.
I went to a 90-year-old party where we lifted him in the chair 90 times. So I don't know. We got a different kind of party.
Yeah, well, the reality is, not too many of them are throwing them like Miss Norma did last night. It was
No,
a very,
no, it
very
was
nice
great.
party.
It was
And then
great.
when we got ready to leave, they gave gift bags. There was a whole big table of gift bags. Hold your gift
I
bag
know,
up.
and I thought him when I walked in. I
I
thought, oh,
know.
gift
Gift
bag.
bags. We were so
I
excited.
can't believe.
Between the fire that they
Yeah.
had when the
Mhm.
fire flame, the
When the caught flowers, caught the flower arrangement caught
yeah, when
fire.
the
Yeah,
fire
yeah.
arrangement caught fire, and that lady stomped it out.
Hmm.
Between that and the gift bags,
What a night! You
wow,
know what? One of my favorite parts of the night, though, is when we did dance with Miss Norma.
yeah, it
When
was
they
nice.
played the birthday song, the Stevie Wonder birthday
Yeah,
song, and she was in the circle, and we were all dancing around her, and she got to dance with each one of us. That I want that at my 80th birthday party.
yeah. Well,
We can have it at home; it's okay, but I want that at
nah,
my
we
birthday
got
party.
time to plan.
Okay.
We
Yeah, we
still
got
got a few
about
years.
20 years worth to
Yeah,
plan.
we're good. Okay, let's open the bags and see what's in.
Okay, open yours first. Or do this is
Here's
the same thing.
tissue paper. Is this the tissue paper
I
that?
like tissue paper. We can save that.
Yeah.
We can save the tissue paper.
It's a.
Mm, 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 mm.
Oh look, this reminds me of when I was 13. Different kind of tissue paper.
There we go. I didn't do stuff like that.
Uh huh.
I didn't know about it. Nobody told me.
I didn't do it neither.
You're right. You put tissue paper, you help your girlfriends with their tissue paper.
Ooh. Ooh, what you get? Ooh.
What is there? Ooh,
Ooh.
oh, bottle opener. Ooh, I wonder
Wow.
why we got a bottle opener.
Ooh, looky
Yeah.
here. It says a bottle opener
Mm.
for you. Isn't that nice?
Ah,
And it's in the shape of a number 80 for her
yes, it
80th
is. It is.
birthday.
That is really cool. Wow,
Wow.
that is
Wait
where
up.
you
You
find
try.
things like this.
Oh my goodness. Good thing
Open
we
up
bought
and
her a
see.
gift or I'd feel real bad. Oh, it says for you. And it's
And it's
got the
shaped
little,
in the letter
it's shaped.
in the number 80.
Isn't that
Oh,
nice?
nice.
Wow. It don't
Why
take
would
much for
we
us.
need why would we need a bottle opener?
I don't know. Oh, maybe for our sparkling
Hey,
cider.
there we go.
This is
Happy
nice.
birthday to ya.
Oh,
Happy birthday.
to yeah. Anyway, hey, Miss
Here we
Norma, if you
go.
happen to turn us on and you happen to see us out here,
It was,
thank you so much. And your party was really, really nice. Happy birthday
yeah.
again.
Apple cranberry. What's yours?
Vodka? No, mine is Northwest Blend.
From U.S. grown fresh apples.
Yes, it's sparkling cider.
All right.
Yes.
Cool. We can have that. So we can keep celebrating Miss Norma's birthday.
Yeah, maybe while we're watching the Steelers win
That's right.
today.
That's right. There we go. They playing today?
I
We have a
believe
Steeler
so.
game today?
Hmm.
Ooh.
Yeah. So let's see. Oh, Donna. Go ahead.
What are we reading?
I
Okay.
believe.
Oh, Donna, she is. Oh, we're still talking about Sandra's daughter getting her 13-year-old getting that dress. So she's shaped like a
Oh
little
my
model
goodness.
and beautiful.
Well, I don't really. That's nice. I'm glad. Let's not. You know. So, Sandra. I don't know. Keep an eye on your daughter. Everybody here, keep an eye on your daughter because it is a major job to raise children.
Something that was real nice, when we go to the Women's Music Festival,
Mm-hmm.
And it is women who just do everything there, right? It's women who plan the festival, who bring in these incredible artists and singers. It's the women who, like, put together everything on the land that you need. Do the cooking for thousands of people, nice nutritious meals. Who do all the work that needs to be done. If there's any plumbing that needs to be done, any electric that needs to be put up, they do it all. And so what's really nice is when you bring your daughter there, your daughter's learning that this is what we can do. And what I'm bringing this about is it's a nice place when you've got daughters to go to a women's music festival because they can just grow up, with self-esteem, self-confidence, because they see what they can become
So
as
there are
adults.
still places that are still having women or having music festivals. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
them have slacked off or stopped because of COVID, and so now they haven't
Right.
picked back up. But we did see there were several, and hopefully maybe
Mm-hmm.
next year we'll be able to make it to a few. But we have such a
Yeah.
busy schedule on just running, running, running.
And then I want to say for like the dads and the uncles, if they want to take their daughters places, there's all kind of places to take daughters to see what women can become. There's so much going on. I'm saying this because it's important. We say keep an eye on your daughter. There's so much out there to tear us down, but there's also so much out there to uplift us.
That's true.
And that's what we got to look for, the stuff that
Keep them
uplifts
close
us.
to
We
you.
may have to
Keep them
find it
close to you and
for,
keep them
yeah,
busy.
we got to find it for our daughters
Right.
and expose them to it.
I mean, I know it sounds like somebody's old lady thing. Some of those old lady sayings and stuff that they have meaning behind them. And if you think back, it didn't
Mm-hmm.
just pop up yesterday. So when you do say, that an idle mind is the devil's workshop, I mean,
Yeah.
it's said in a way that old people said it and everything. But we all know that if you keep your kids busy and active, I don't care if it's sports,
Mm-hmm.
science, math quizzes or whatever they like to do in school, when you find out softball or whatever, engineering classes or whatever, when you find out what it is some kind of interest, and you keep them busy, you'll
Mm-hmm.
keep them out of a lot of trouble, you
Yeah.
know because when they're just hanging
Yeah.
around and they've got like all kind of negative, there's a whole lot of negative out there
Mm-hmm.
trying to take your kids,
Mm-hmm.
you know
Yeah, and then we're talking about screen time, and there was a special on about screen time and kids, and
right,
things that we didn't have to face when we were kids. Things our kids didn't have to face when they were kids,
right.
but they're out there now. So yeah, she was responsible with a good head on her shoulder and still good self-respect. That's good. See, and this is, yeah, and
Right.
this is great. And so let me think. There's science museums that have all kind of classes for folks. And then if you need something that's free, I know if you're in the city, and I think a lot of times even in deep country, there's a lot of activities in the summer,
Deep
especially that's
country.
free. Deep
Deep
country.
country.
Well, I don't know if you were deep
I'm
country,
not
but you
from the
had
deep
no
country.
buses.
Hey, there was a
Oh,
bus.
there was a bus.
The bus went through our town, looped around through, went down to the town below it, came back through, looped over to Wheeling, West Virginia, looped around, and then came back again.
It
There
was like a
was a
Kennywood
bus.
ride.
It took an hour. Like if you want to go
Okay, a
somewhere,
little longer than a Kennywood ride. I'm
yes,
just saying, I
deep
was trying to
country.
be respectful because I grew up in the city, and then you keep reminding me, well, this is having the city. And I'm trying to think, well, what else you have that's not in the city? In the city, you've got a lot. We got Shakespeare in the Park. I mean, my goodness, for free. So,
Yeah, we didn't have none of that.
yeah, yeah.
So I see where Donna says here, we have a kind of goddaughter, niece who spent a couple summers with my husband when she was young. She learned feminism, boundaries, and self confidence from
Mm-hmm.
him, which is really good.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you just have to teach them. That's it. And we're
Yeah.
not minimizing whoever. I can't remember what the lady's name was that was telling us she has a daughter with the depression. We're not
Mm-mm.
minimizing your depression thing,
Mm-mm.
because we know depression can be real.
Mm-hmm.
We know. But like Judy was trying to tell you, I would just try to look for some type of counselor. And if you do think there's an LGBT thing going on, where,
Yeah. You
then,
can even Google online LGBT whatever therapists, plumbers. I
but
mean,
then again,
anything, right?
sometimes when you live in the backwoods, it's
I
not
didn't say
that
backwards.
you did,
You said.
would
I
you
said deep
say?
country.
Deep country. Sometimes when you live in the deep country, it's not that easy to find them that
Mm-hmm.
are LGBT friendly. But I would definitely, if you have to visit them, then go see
course, when you live in a small town, you know who's gay and who isn't. So you know the gay therapist anyway, right? No. So thank you, Donna. So Edie's got to step away for a minute. So this is when it's good to ask the more questions or talk about more of what we'll be doing today. So I just found out we got a Steeler game today. And I thought, wow. Also, Edie is in one of those groups. You know, it's a local group where people have things to give away free and people exchange stuff. And so I know there's a woman who plants. She has a big garden at her home. I met her last year too. So she got in contact with Edie and she actually um, picked a lot of flowers like daylilies and put them in a package for us to pick up today. So that's one of the things we'll be taking off to do today. Pick up the flowers, and then I guess that means we got to plant them. I guess I'll be digging holes today. So, but that'll be good. And then we'll have these flowers that'll be blooming again because you plant flowers in the fall in Pennsylvania, the perennials, and then they'll come up in the spring. So I'm going to go on and talk about whatever until Edie comes back because she's better at talking about whatever than I am talking about whatever.
I just had a memory come back. And you guys, any of you that have been hanging around here for a long time, remember this, right? When I had my cough last time and I had my surgery, remember I had that throat spray that I was using. Remember the night when I reached over to get my throat spray and I sprayed air freshener in my mouth? And instead of, this was a throat spray. And I usually give myself about 3-4 sprays. And I know you're supposed to spit it out, but not me. I let it roll in my throat and swallow it. I reached over, I grabbed my air freshener. I said, and I was like, oh.
Not now. That was
no.
A few weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, a couple months ago.
Yeah. So what's going on, Wesley? This is about your niece? Here. She just broke up with a girlfriend and still lives with her ex-parents and son. She takes care of her ex-son. Oh, okay.
Huh. Isn't that nice? Maybe that'll help. So, what else should we talk about here?
I wonder if I want to refresh my coffee.
Forbes Health put together a list of best therapy. So Forbes. Okay. Okay. Yeah, well, that's nice of you to share.
Hey, how are you? Glad you put that in there.
Thank
and then
you.
What about also Hugh Lane? And Hugh Lane, isn't that a national organization?
I have no idea, but we've been down to Hugh Lane, and they were nice enough to have us there to speak one afternoon and meet like a lot of their members and stuff. They have like a coffee hour in the evening.
Oh yeah, for older folks in the LGBTQ community.
Somebody said to me, I was just shocked one day. We were talking about Hugh Lang, and somebody said, "That's for old people, ain't it?" And it was like, no, they were just nice people. I mean, they act like everybody had to have like, I don't know, an old people,
It's among them and the support groups they have. But not even support group, but place to get together.
Right. Some of the people still work. They all seem real nice. So, yeah, I know that they're finding a good therapist can be such a job, because sometimes I think you have to weed through and figure out if one of them is good and not. If you go a couple times and she's not, or he is not what you feel, then you just move on and find another one.
Right.
Right.
So in Pittsburgh, we have PERSAD, and PERSAD is for LGBT emotional health support. And Wesley said, yes, I'm looking for a therapist. And where are you, Wesley? Because you missed Bob Evans. You missed Florida where you got Jamaican meals like curry goat. I forget where you are now, but it sounds like maybe you're not in deep country.
Deep country has Bob Evans.
You weren't actually in deep country. The deep country I think of has a whole lot of farmland or way up in the mountains. So, okay, Binghamton, New York. Oh, Binghamton, New York. They've got theater in Binghamton, New York. I have to go check it out and visit you.
Let's see.
Just Google online therapy services. You can request your desired therapist, male, female, LGBTQ, good for people in areas where mental health services are limited. Can Zoom your session. That's what I was just going to say, too, because that's what's nearly new now
Right.
and gotten very
You don't even have to
common.
find a parking spot or go through the
Yeah.
anxiety. I have anxiety, and the anxiety of just going and getting there hour early and sitting in the parking lot and waiting, and then exposing yourself to somebody that you just don't have any idea,
Hmm.
if they're going to understand.
So, good morning,
Thank you,
Crazel Graham.
Crazel. Thank you for the birthday greeting.
Yeah, a lot of theater and the arts over in Binghamton, New York.
Ah,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you know
yeah,
what
yeah, yeah.
theater and arts means?
What's the theater and
It's a
arts
high
mean?
gay community there.
Oh, that's true.
You
It must
know?
be.
Yeah. Because, we all like a little
Because
theater and the
Wesley's there,
art.
and they all followed him from Florida.
They probably did.
Hmm.
They're probably a big long line.
That's right.
That's what the congestion on the parkway is.
Uh-huh. That's
It's
right.
like trying to get to where Wesley is.
That's right.
I'm just teasing you, Wesley. It's nice messing with you and teasing with you every every day, pretty much.
And Wesley mentioned that we didn't go on live last night at the party, and he did thought about it, but we just didn't know how folks would feel. We keep forgetting that we go on live, but other people might not want to. So, Wesley, let's have lunch someday when I come to Binghamton to visit my brother. Ooh, there we go.
That's what Sandra said.
There is not a lot of gay bars or stuff. Well, that's okay because we don't really do the gay bar thing because we're all the old lesbians go,
Why would we
not
want to
to the
go to gay bar?
bars.
I
We're
don't
not
want to
about
pick up a woman, and I don't drink.
hmm,
So what else is there?
drag show, dancing.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I would like to go. That's what we were talking to Elmira about, because they had went out a few weeks ago, and it was just like, oh, I wish I had got to go out. But we do a lot of going out on our own,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Mm-hmm. We go to the in bed by 10.
They haven't had that in a while, or we
No,
haven't
well,
been in a
kind of
while.
shut down after COVID, and we
Judy,
haven't seen the advertising for it yet.
so
And
anyway, let me go ahead and touch base on this and thank you very much for watching us, following us, subscribing to us, and doing all the things that are very, very nice in order to help us build our channel. What we have here is YouTube channel that we're trying to build our watch hours. So after you've watched this one, please go down through and watch some of our other videos. Put it on while you're riding in your car or whatever, so you can listen to us talk about whatever we're talking about. And that helps us build our hours. According to the way YouTube works, we have about a year to come up with 4,000 watch hours, which is a lot of watch
mm-hmm,
hours. But
mm-hmm,
what we need is more followers, more subscribers, more people that'll, get on there and listen. And if there's ever anything you would want to learn about, talk about, anybody you want for us to interview or anything like that, all you have to do is send us a message and we will get with that person. If you look back, there was a really nice girl, Alicia,
yeah,
and we had her on a couple interviews. She's
great.
transgender, and we got to talk to her about transgendering and her move through this. And so, if you get a
Yeah,
chance, go back and watch her video because it was very interesting. I think our
yeah.
biggest video, though, that we have, I'm not sure, but I think the biggest video we have is the one about the bidet. I think people really like seeing what that bidet did to me.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they really
If you
enjoyed
haven't
that.
seen it, check it out. And I want to give a shout out to Herman. Yeah, hi Herman, because Herman just came in.
Hey, Herman, thank you very much for joining us. Yes, it's good to see you. Herman Boston. Let's see, I love bidet videos. Well, Wesley, we got the best bidet video on YouTube. It's just a matter of everybody out there finding out. You can say, I was there when? One day when we're great big YouTube stars, you know, when we're great big YouTube stars, Wesley will be able to say, and Sandra will be able to say, and Sweet Marie, and everybody will all be able to say, I knew them when.
Yeah,
I
Auntie
knew
Bay will
them
be able
when
to
I knew them when
say.
TikTok put them in TikTok jail. And Edie was wanting to just like escape.
Let me out of here. Okay, Donna, but you're back. So let's see. Oh, and Sandra started sharing the video. Someone told her that it helps. That is so
Ah,
nice.
thank
Yeah,
you.
good.
Yeah, anybody else know how to do that? Share a video. I mean, I'm really surprised with as much numbers as we get. Of course,
Hmm.
I'd like big numbers. There's a girl we know, and she was part of the camping thing, and I've looked at her video stuff, and she had one not too long ago. It had like 2,000 views, and it was one. It wasn't the camping one; it was another one, sort of like that. And it was like, wow. So
Yeah.
it just makes me try to figure out how does this work?
So what I also like is, I mean, I love when we get to talk with people and interview people because there's a lot of things I want to know about. And so I was seeing um, women transitioning into men. And I've got a lot of questions. And so we met somebody who's like, yeah, you can ask me the questions. Yeah, you can interview me on Zoom. Because that's the thing we're trying to be careful about. Like maybe some people don't want to talk about it. But we want to know, and how are we going to know without asking? I was real curious because he was in the midst of transitioning. And that's why I wanted to know, well, how do you feel? What does it feel like? And what do you experience? Because it's got to be so cool,
Right.
you know. And so we've got a nice interview with him, and his girlfriend was there too for the interview. So it was great. So it's all these things you can look up. So I knew when they had the old truck, when you guys can buy a new one when you become famous.
I love my truck. I love my truck. It's right outside. Anyway, that's an old
Yeah.
country song.
That deep country.
Because when you come from deep country, you know them.
So
See, if my cowboy hat went all the way upstairs, I'd go put it on right now.
yeah. So what do you want me to say so that I'm conscientious that I'm coming from the city?
No, 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 no. You're okay. I'm just teasing you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about what resources are out there for everybody. That's every country song.
Yep. Oh yeah, I love it. Yeah. So anyway, we probably need to think of something else. We need to pump this up a little bit, Judy.
Pump
Wake
this
up.
up. And Donna likes country music.
I do too. That's one nice thing about having such a good relationship with my daughter. She likes country music too. So a lot of times her and I will go out fishing, and that's what we do. We'll sit there and fish, and we sing one country song right after another. So it's real nice.
Oh, I don't get to be there for
We
that.
do it. We
No, that's
live it
just
and
such
have
a,
a good
a
time.
mom and daughter thing. Yeah.
I,
So when my daughter was little, I didn't. I would buy the most basic car. I always wanted to own a car, but I would get the most basic. So we had a car that had no radio, and so when we went on a long distance trip, we took turns singing songs. We were the radio. Oh yeah, Donna left for a minute because somebody brought over their pug to
oh,
the house.
well, that's nice.
Hmm.
Pugs are kind of cute.
Yes, they are.
Hmm
I think all dogs
I
and
think they
cats are
snort
cute.
though, don't they?
I don't know.
I don't
Do they?
either. But they got that little flat face like they snort
Mm.
like the other ones do. So, well,
Yeah.
we're going to let you guys go. We've had a wonderful morning. We're glad that you came here and hung out with us. If there's anything you want to talk about real quick, all you have to do is type it in the chat right now and we'll cover it. But otherwise, we're going to go on, and we've got to go pick up some plants from a nice lady over the hill there that's giving us some plants. Oh,
I
Wesley
am
said
not big on
no.
country, but I love Carrie Underwood, Reba, and more. And yeah, and I love watching The Voice because Reba's on The Voice now, and that's really neat. The Voice, yeah.
Wait, I yield the floor. No, Donna, you don't have to yield the floor. Keep talking. You're doing just great.
They snort. I guess this is the pug.
Okay. Oh, achy breaky heart. Don't break my heart. My achy breaky heart.
Hey, let's give a shout out to Glow
Hey, Glow.
and my son in the rap, my daughter in the country. Oh, my son's in the rap, my daughter's in the country. Then I come
Along
with
with the
my
gay
gay
music.
music. Yeah.
Good morning.
YMCA. Because I have to be careful what we
Cindy
sing
Ann.
because YouTube will cut it off.
I think that's only if they think it's
A
the
recording.
copyright. Yes, with us
If
being
I
as
sing in
off
it, they won't
tune
even
and off
know.
key as it is,
They
that
can't recognize it.
yeah, yeah.
So, hey, Cindy Ann, you said good morning, Cindy Ann. Okay, I love gay music. I love all music. I sing, so I have to be versatile. And oh yeah, thank you. Cindy Ann loves our hoodies. Edie will be back in a moment so that we can say, a good morning to everybody. So okay, so gay artists. Who are some of the gay artists when we talk about gay songs? Because I know a lot of women artists, lesbian love songs and all of this. But we have a harder time finding the gay men singers, or at least the ones who are singing gay love songs. We know a lot of gay male singers. So the real singer will sing all kinds of things. Johnny McGovern. Okay, I got to look up Johnny McGovern. Thank you. I got to write these down too. And I've
Well, my cough is getting really bad. I need to go.
And Noah Davis. Okay.
So
we'll continue this next weekend then. So Johnny McGovern and Noah Davis. And so goodbye, everybody. Have a great Sunday. We're going to go ahead and log off now.
Send me messages. Let me know if there's anything you want to know about.
Have a great week, everyone.